Hello everyone, this is FIDE Master Victor Neustroev and we are about to start our simultaneous exhibition. Just a few more minutes and I'm going to accept all your challenges. For those who don't know what exactly to do, you can challenge me on chess.com 30+30 unrated. By the way, please let me know if the sound and video quality is good. Okay. Okay guys, fine. We are waiting for more attendees to come, of course. I'm streaming this webinar on Twitch and YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to accept your challenges. So this is my username, and actually I'll send you the link. Okay, so the first is Kirill, who is my student from Mexico. D4. Okay, I'll play knight f6. The second is Alexander from Mexico as well. And the list of my open games I can find here. So Kirill played knight c3. I continue with, let's say maybe this move. Alexander plays this, and this is Caro-Kann, so I usually don't play it, but this time I wanted to challenge him. Okay, Yashu. So Bismarck has actually a very strong rating here. Knight c6, knight f3, e5. It's gonna be elegant defense. Okay, and this challenge, d4, d5 here, and in this position e4. Knight f3. d4, knight d4. Here I play d4, so it's elegant defense. Yashu knight f3, d5. Here Alexander plays this move. I play that. d6. Yeah, the time control is 30 minutes plus 30 seconds. Make sure it's unrated challenge. Oh, let's knight d7 maybe first. Here, h3, bishop h5. This position I play knight c6 with the intention of playing e5. Here, in this position I may play this move. Guys, can you please tell me what's the idea of this sacrifice? Oh, sorry about that. We can rematch. I didn't play in time. Pawn takes, then I continue with c4 and knight c3. Yeah, knight c3 first. D4, d5. Let's say bishop f5 maybe. Okay, here let's castle. In this position bishop g6. Here bishop f5. Here, okay, g6, bishop e3. It's dragon. Bishop d3, let me take. And then, for example, knight bd7. Okay, actually, I can create a link. Game, new game. Here, more. 30 plus 30, okay. I'll here play with a friend. Challenge link. Copy. So you can actually challenge me with this link. C4, c4, e6. Here, castle. What can I do? I can play either c5 or e5. Okay. Here, e4. Knight f3. Bishop c4. Let's play e5 in this position. Alexander plays bishop d3. So for now I can just continue with knight f6. E6. Bishop g7, f3. Castle c6. Bishop e7. Okay. No, let me castle first. This is oh my god, I just forgot the name of this opening, but okay, it's fine. Knight c3. Knight c3. Here, okay. e4, c5, and I hope it will become Sicilian. Oh, actually, wait. It should be an unrated challenge. I'll abort this game, sorry. You can, and this game is, knight d4, and if I take on e5, okay, so it should be like that. Time control. Here I should, somewhere here I should choose unrated. More? No. 30 plus 30, okay. And how to make this challenge? Custom game maybe, yes. Standard 30 plus 30, right, random, no, unrated. Let's say any. I play as random and invite link. This is how it should work. Okay, that will be much better. So guys, please ignore the first link, but use the second one. Okay, b5. Now let me take. Why not? D takes e5. In this position, bishop g6, h takes g6. E4. d6, d4. It's Philidor. Knight c3. And in this position there are two moves, either bishop g5 or bishop e3. Okay, let me try bishop e3 first. So I take there. Then, for example, I can continue with something like that, threatening to take the pawn. Here c6. Okay, I don't remember how to play exactly. No, f3 maybe. But I take on d7. Bishop d2, bishop d6. Here, queen b6. Queen b6 is not a good move actually. What can I do in this position? No, let's play knight b3 at least. Okay, in this position, e5, d5. It wasn't a good move because then you have to give up the pawn here. Retreating will be a bad idea. You are undeveloped. Bishop e7. Bishop e3. Knight g4, so you blundered the pawn. And Kirill, c6. c4, knight b4, of course. Threatening with knight c2. Check. Oh my god, I just blundered it. Oh, it's funny, I just blundered the bishop here. Okay. Yeah. This game was over. Okay, c5, bishop c7. This position b5. Queen d2, let's see. Okay, one more player joins our Simul. d4, d5, c6, and knight f6. Queen e2, queen e2. I take the bishop and then I play e6. Check, but c6. Knight d4. I take. And the material is equal. e5. So should I exchange or should I not? What do you think, guys? Here. Another challenging game where I just sacrificed. I blundered the bishop. Ah. Okay, I can abort the game actually. However, I will lose in such a case. So guys, why are you challenging me with rated challenges? I just don't pay attention because too many games. Of course, I'm not doing my best when I'm playing a Simul because of too many games. E5. 97. No, 92, let's see. Knight b6, knight c1. Bishop f5. h3. Ooh, queen c7. Castle queenside. Bishop d6. Knight a3. What if I take on c4 actually? What is going on? If I take, it's knight e5 coming. No, knight e5, queen d4. What else can I do? Okay, let's play knight f6. Here e5 and passant. Let's take and maybe bishop e2. Okay, so I don't know. I won't continue playing this game. I don't want to continue. I mean, it's terrible. Moreover, the game is rated. Knight goes there, e4. Knight c1. e6. Okay, so what I suggest, I suggest you to resign in this game, and then we can start an unrated game and get to this exact position that we have now. h5, knight d5. Oh, this time I blunder it. Okay, let's castle. The knight is hanging. Yeah, bishop d2. This is what I was expecting, actually. Looks like I have to play this move. Then c5. No, it's not a problem. Queen d7, queen d7. If I play bishop h5, bishop f7, queen e4, queen e7, so bishop h5, bishop f7, queen e4 check, queen e7, bishop f7, king takes f7, but I have to exchange the queens. Okay, let's castle kingside just. Yeah, c5, c5. So the link for those who want to challenge me, I still accept new challenges. Yes, we all play the Simul. Oh, I forgot about you. Sorry. No. You played queen e2. No, queen e2, then h6, and then I just castle. b4, b4. Knight d1. Or knight e2. Which move is better? Knight e2 looks better. Yeah, Anirudh, you are welcome. You can join. You can use this link and send me a challenge. Okay, bishop f5, knight d7, f3. Okay, so here castle my move, bishop d6. Here knight e2 I played. Here I played. Here knight c6. Okay, we skip it. Castle queenside, yes. d5, g3, knight c6, and then bishop f5. Okay, let's get back to this. So b3, b3, b3. Okay, let's take and play e5. Then I play e5. Should be fine. E6. Knight c3, knight c3. Queen e7 maybe first. Castle queenside. This is the position I was thinking about. I actually would like to either exchange the bishops after this move. a4 is another option, but a4, a5, this is what I don't want. b4 right now. But g6 then. No, b3 doesn't make sense. No, I should exchange the bishops, I believe. c5, right. c5 is a good move. I forgot what exactly to play in this position. So b5 right now, why not? Knight d7, if I'm not mistaken, is a good move as well. b6, no, b6 doesn't work. b5 and passant. So b5 and passant, queen takes b6. They take on b4, I take with my bishop. That doesn't look good. Knight d7, they take, I play b6. Yeah, yes, exactly, it's knight d7. Now I remember. Bishop f4. Queen c7 maybe. Rook a3 looks weird. Rook e8, so you decided not to exchange. Fine. Rook a1 maybe. Okay, so what do I have here? Castle, bishop e7. Here, knight takes e5. Bishop takes e5. In this position, rook b8. No, knight b3 looks like a tempo move. I should try it. This position f4. So, and passant is unavailable. Actually, this is a good idea. I think this is a really good move. No, let's undermine here maybe. What else do I have? H6. If I play bishop h4, I should at least calculate g5. Then queen h8, bishop g8. I think it should be okay. Not sure, however, but this move. So you're prepared. Now I can pass the game into this interesting endgame. I'll show you. Here, queen to c3. Now let's take once and then castle. Then it will be a double attack. I can take with the knight actually. Let's take with the knight. If knight d4, what do I have? Rook c8 maybe. Okay. Knight g5 makes sense. Double attack. b4. And if I play bishop f6, rook c8 is another possible move. Let's play bishop f6. Hope I'm not blundering anything. Okay, queen b3. Rook to c8. Bishop c5. If I play rook d8, bishop c4, check. Knight d5. Okay, let's play this. Goes there. a5. At least I have enough time to castle. Let's castle. G6. And I take there. This is the end game I was talking about. a5 to undermine. Here, queen goes to c7. This is actually interesting game. So what should I do? a3 maybe? Knight c1, knight f4, which is better? Let's play this. Bishop b2. Oh, there is actually nothing. Oh, let's take the bishop. The bishop is good. c4, knight b4. Here. Castle. This position here, a5, okay. Wait. Okay. Yeah, it's my turn. Okay, king f1. Kind of a prophylaxis. Here queen b3, so my pawn is now hanging. Can just continue with c5. I want to save the bishop actually. Bishop g6. So I want to give up the pawn but save a bishop pair. Here queen c6. Oh, this is what I missed. Bishop g3. And I have to take the queen. Unfortunately. a3, a4. Bishop f8. Bishop takes f8. Bishop g7. Queen e4 maybe. What else? Actually, I should play queen e4 first, earlier. Maybe it was a really bad idea to play like I played, to apply a rook e6 maneuver. a4. Queen a2, queen a7. Not 91. There is something I can do. Just forgot how to play in this position. c6 maybe, or c5. Okay, c6 if I'm not missing anything. Here rook d1. Oh, let's play rook d8. Knight b8 and c4, and I have to exchange. Knight d5. What else? Rated. So sorry, I accept only unrated challenges. Knight went to a5. Let's attack. Thanks. Iran, okay. e4. Here knight forks and then knight takes in this position. Okay, here knight d5. But no, I take on c6. Bishop g7. Let's exchange. Here rook goes there. This move. Bishop c4, king h7, and queen takes c3. I think it's a mistake, actually, in my opinion. I can just take on b4, let's say. So what if I take on b4? g4, nice. At least I can capture there. Knight d4. No, let's take here. So the knights are hanging and they are connected. They are supporting each other. If one moves, the other one. F3. Queen c7. Here c5. Alexander, what is going on? It's a completely losing position. No, not this. Okay, let's exchange. Knight f6. a6, it's neither, so knight b3 in this position. Okay, here rook d2, knight e4. This is what I was intending to play in this position, but right now I don't think it makes sense. Okay, I just don't know what to do. I'll play h6. What do I have here? g3, knight takes there. Here I play this move. Rook d2. Oh, rook a7 maybe. This is how I'm supporting the knight as well. Oh, no, I'm not accepting the challenge from you anymore. Sorry. Here. No, h6 should be fine. I could also move the knight, but h6 is enough just to secure my back rank. Bishop d4 check. take, then play this. No, this time I take. And get an extra minor, please. Bishop b2. Oh, I can do a kind of a fork here. Queen g2, I take there. Check. This is the next move. Rook d7, rook takes a3. d4. c5, bishop c4. Bishop c4 and knight e5. What else can I do? Knight d2. Okay, bishop d4, bishop g4 in this position, queen b3. Queen b3, queen b6 is okay. Here e6, bishop e3. I can try the end game, I think. Yeah, this one. Queen g3 and knight f2 is a mate. Thank you for the game. Here it's queen c2 and queen a2. Thank you for the game too. Here let's take on a2. c2, g5 finally. Oh, h takes g5 anyway. Let's play something like that maybe. I'm not sure if it's a good move, but why not? C takes d4, he takes okay, yeah, c takes d5, he takes d5. Here bishop e7, queen d2. Now this move. Yeah, it's a winning position, of course. f4. Oh, what a blunder. Rook h5. Queen g5, queen g5 here. b5, f3. Let's move the king closer. This is what I didn't expect, actually. e2. Oh wait, this is how. Oh, okay, this is actually a huge mistake. With one move I just lost the game. I wanted to play queen b6. I did see this move, so rook e6 was my original idea. Oh my god, it's completely winning position. It was completely winning position. 7, queen d4, no. Let's play this move, I don't know. Then g4. Queen f2, queen f2. And if I take this bishop, well, let's start with this move. It's a kind of a tempo move. f3, preparing e4. Let's castle queen side. Knight c6, g4. I don't know what is our score actually, but h4 here, e4. Okay, yeah, e4. My intention was to provoke it. Then I do this, and this is my next move. No, and if I do 95, it what? No, let's play something like was intending to play queen f4. Let's stop blundering. Okay, let it be 95. So this is where I take and then pin. Oh, d takes e4, of course. F takes e4, right? So bishop g6. I'm going to undermine this center. Does queen f2 work? Oh. Looks like I missed something again. Actually, after that, the position is not in my favor anymore. I can play rook e4. Yeah, let's play rook e4. At least I capture the pawn. Bishop e3. Bishop e3, knight g4. Yeah, I was expecting this move. Queen g3 maybe. What else? Here knight e4, queen goes there. I'm a pawn up. Bishop f1, and this is where I prepared an intermediate move. It's queen g7, threatening to take a rook. Now, however, now I see it doesn't look as good as I wanted, but maybe it's still okay. And now I prepared another intermediate move. So I can take actually on f1, but they take on e5. So it's knight g6. Oh, looks like I blundered something. Oh, queen takes e3. King d1. Okay, queen e2, queen e2. don't know what for. And then I take with my knight or with my rook. What do you think? No, with the knight, of course, to protect on h2. Oh, here knight f2, I should take. Oh yeah, it's a losing position, so there is nothing I can do. King takes, still nothing, so I resign. Nope, my blunder. Okay, g5. Take. And my queen is trapped. It's a pity. King e2. King queen c1. Okay, so here bishop g5. Okay, let's play this move to gain a temper. Check. Okay, it's a losing position as well, actually. Queen g5, queen g5. G3. This is a good move, actually. Queen c3 maybe. Rook c1. Okay, king b8. b4. With the intention of playing d5. Knight a4 doesn't make much sense, I think. Knight e2. Knight b1 maybe. So rook h5. No, bishop g2, let's say. h4. No, that was my original intention. And now with queen e5 I may escape, but I blunder a lot. I blunder here on b2. Yeah, it's a pity. The only positive thing is that my opponent can't castle. d5. No, this time I can play this move. It's a losing position anyway. King h7 maybe. What else? g5 doesn't work. Okay, let's just resign. So it was a good game. I could play better, but unfortunately decided to play a tactical strike, which didn't work. Queen to c3. Queen to c3, I play this move. There are no checks, so I play this move. Oh, sorry, so it's too late to accept another challenge. Okay, no. Okay, let's play this move. This is my secondary option. Sorry, it's too late. Here, oh, I have just a few seconds. So knight to d4. a3, in case if they take. Knight c3. Take the rook. Take there. a5. So I don't like people playing on time. It's a simul, so you want to understand if you're okay to play against a strong player, but if you just play on time, so next time I won't accept it. Queen c4. Oh, okay. Queen d4. Rook c8. That's a clever move, actually. Unfortunately. Bishop g5, bishop g5. Oh, let's attack. Okay, let me close. Rook f4. Rook f4 I take there. Rook h5 was another clever move actually, but okay, e6 finally. This is where I have to take. So h5 maybe. Okay, h5, queen f5, g6, queen a5. Okay, h5. Okay, check, then take. Okay, so what in this position? No, knight h5, this is what I expect, and then my pawn is hanging, but probably I'll just continue with this move, taking the rook. So my main advantage is that the enemy king can't castle anymore. And they can't actually coordinate their pieces. Am I threatening with e5, by the way? Maybe. e5, knight h5, queen g4, e6. Okay, yeah, Anirudh, thank you for the game. Here, g6. No. Sorry, not today. I didn't calculate this line properly. Maybe it's not so bad actually. This is the most complicated game. Okay, this move. And I have no other choice but to play queen g4. Queen g5, I believe, doesn't make sense, so queen g4. a6, that's right. So what about e5 in this position? Doesn't work, of course. Rook b1 or rook c1 maybe. Rook b1 with rook b3 idea. Rook c1 maybe. Okay. Queen a5, queen a5, queen takes c4, threatening with queen f1. Clever. So what? King f2? Or maybe knight c4. King f2. No, 2 games. I finished them and that's all. That's enough for today. c4. Yeah. This is what I expected. No, we need to exchange the queens, I believe. Queen g4, g5. Of course, if you will accept. Uh-huh. Rook d4. Then I play knight c4. b3 doesn't work here. e5. Alright, now e5 doesn't work. But after rook d8, I have no ideas how to continue. Yeah, looks like I have to exchange on d8 and then play rook c5. Threatening with e5 at the moment, at this moment. So what can I do? Okay, let's play this move. Oh, I want on what? Did I lose this game on time? How is it possible? Wait, what's going on? The position is completely winning for me. I can even click on analyze. So what did happen? I'll show you. For example, queen d2, what they can do. So after this move, I'm threatening with check. King goes there. And then just queen f6. No, not queen f6. Then I just could play queen f5, threatening with g5 or queen g4. Yeah, queen f5. And no check on g7, so at least I can exchange the queens. It's completely winning position. Okay, rook b8 here. That was a good move, actually. Okay. Mm-hmm. 93? No. f4. Maybe f4. Preventing the 5 move. That's my goal. It's actually an interesting game. So, what is my intention? I want to secure e5 and I want to play rook d7 to activate my pieces. I'm calculating b3 at the moment, so b3 looks like I have to take. Then rook takes b3. Then I play rook d7, king goes there. Now let's do this. C2 can be played. That's the problem, unfortunately. Let's play this move. No, looks like I have no other option. Rook d7 no longer works. Knight e5 in this position, just rook. Okay, rook c2. The problem is that my knight is pinned and I have no good move with it to unpin. Now he takes on g3, I believe, or maybe plays rook b4. Let's move there. The problem is that the number of pawns is equal, so I lost the pawn finally. However, maybe I avoid it. Actually, the score is terrible. I think I lost a lot today. Usually I lose about 2 or 3, but this time I lost a lot. However, there were a lot of players with about 2000, and it's quite difficult to play against such players. So the last game that we have here, knight f4 cannot be played, the rook is hanging. So rook d7, this is what I'm going to do. What should be done? Either rook c3, because if rook c7, then I can also do this move. And maybe knight e5. I don't know what is better at the moment. No, not sure about this move. Check goes there. 95 right now, maybe. Okay, let's check. I also have knight d6 in this position. What is better? Knight d6 or 95? Maybe knight d6. No. No, 95 is better. 95 is clearly better here. King f8 is the only move. Then I play knight f5. If he does... it's not a checkmate. Maybe knight d6. So king f8, knight d6. King f8, knight d6, rook c7 doesn't work. Yeah, rook c7 doesn't work in this case. So knight d6 looks better actually. So I decided that knight d6 is better. However, I don't know why. Maybe I'm still missing something. No, no, no. No, that's why knight d6, not knight a5, because the knight on a5 would be hanging. And it's not hanging when it's on d6. Yeah. Okay, thank you for the game, and actually I think it was an interesting game, and at least it deserves our analysis. So let's quickly look at it. Well, that was okay. This move is fine. b5, queen d2, knight b d7, knight d2 is not the best choice. So here, knight h3 was played once. This is a good move. What else do people play? g4. G4 is the best move. This is what I played previously. But knight g2 still deserves attention. Queen a5 doesn't look good actually. Knight c1 maybe, but actually that's the original plan. g4, knight g3. In this position, I just don't understand why I didn't play this move. Because actually, this queen is trapped. Or, I mean, the pawn is pinned. Okay, knight b3 anyway is good. And then I decided to do some weird maneuvers. So here it was enough just to castle and you lead in development. c5. So why not to activate the bishop, let's say? Just have no ideas why I didn't play such a move. D takes c5, D takes c5. I was looking at bishop c4 move, but it didn't work. So my original intention was to play this, and queen f4. But actually it's a blunder. Oh, sorry, it's not this move. Oh, actually it's not a blunder. But in this position they play knight h5, and now the bishop is hanging. So this is how I blunder. And if I actually do this, if knight captures, the queen is lost, but king f8 works. If now the queen moves, then the bishop is hanging. And the queen has to move because it's under the attack of the knight on h5. Knight e5 was good, bishop f1, and it was okay just to capture with the rook, and after queen e5, castle queenside. And the problem is that you can't castle. I'm going to occupy this square. So I decided to gain a pawn, and my combination actually worked. No, it didn't work. So you see here I could lose the game immediately after rook g8 because my queen is hanging and I have to play this. Then rook g6 again is a tempo move. Queen plays one more time and the bishop retreats. This is how black could win. So I miscalculated there. Oh, definitely you have a compensation. Queen g5. Queen g5. It was a better move. It was so here the idea is to play this move and trap the queen. The only problem is that the queen escapes to h6 every time. If, for example, rook g8 in this position, then g3, queen g5, and h4, this queen has to escape and leave the... you can go to... Wait a sec. So rook g8, g3, queen g5, this move, but queen h5. G4, knight. Knight can't take on g4. Yeah, g4 works. And then I escape. Yeah, that was my plan actually. So, how to play? Just queen h4, because if I do g3 now, then queen h3, and you still control this square and the queen is trapped. This is how black could win. So queen g5, g3, rook g8, and h4. That's good. Again, queen h5, and then queen e5. You played queen e5 immediately, and after queen h6, I escape, and the position is approximately equal. No, queen g4 is okay move, e6. Then this move. So still rook ab1 is good, but rook ac1 is fine. Queen goes e5 and king f2, perfect. Actually, I was intending to play this move first, but then take, knight takes, king f2, knight goes back to h5, and knight d6, I gain the exchange. But I was not sure that this position is winning, because you can probably occupy the f4 square and secure it with e5 or g5. e5, of course, not g5. So that's why I decided to play a solid move. Yeah, here you have to exchange, king e7, this move is good, c3, knight c4 is good, rook c5 is brilliant move, doubling the rooks, maybe not the best, f4 first, but okay, f4, b3, have to take, yeah, and so I actually was sure that rook b3 will be played in this position. And for this move I prepared rook d7, king f8, of course, because if king d8 it's just a mate in 2. So king f8, and then either knight e5 or knight d6. But now I see that this move works better, because I can play knight d6, knight e8, and knight f6, with the idea to checkmate on g8 with my rook, like that. And this is actually in my favor. But if I decide to play If I decide to play knight e5, then check, c2, and looks like the best thing that I have is a draw. After rook d7 I can deliver a perpetual check. For example, now if c1 equals queen, then I win. How do I win? This, and this is a mate. This is how I win. That's why here, after rook d7, you have to do this check first. King goes to g4, rook goes to g3, king goes to h4. And then black makes a draw with this move. I have to take, then knight f4. And I don't have this move. And if rook takes, then c1 equals queen. So I play maybe this move, c1 equals queen, and I don't have knight g6. I have to repeat the position with this rook. Wait. Here I checkmate with rook d8. So the king has to stay there. Yeah, that's it. This is how black could make a draw in this variation. c2, okay, c2 probably is okay. Rook b3, rook takes c2, and I expected this move actually. After which I wanted to play. I can unpin with knight e3, but I wanted to play e5, which is not good. Yeah, knight e3 works. So knight e3, then if they take this, I take and protect. And if they take here, I take there, and no, I'm slightly more active after rook a4. For example, rook c7. The king has to stay to secure, and it's slightly in my favor. So rook g3 was originally played on the board. Rook cd2 was inaccuracy because of rook g4. Then, for example, if I play in e5 means to lose. If I continue with this plan, then after rook f4, f7 is protected. So, but rook c3, rook d7, king f8, knight d6, and in this position, yeah, rook h3, this is the move that I analyzed. Why? Because king g2 faces with knight f4. However, I can probably do this and then continue with king to g2. But then rook c3, and now black wants to make a draw. So looks like it's still a draw with a perpetual check. No, knight f4 was a complete blunder. The other move that I analyzing in this position was rook c7, after which I play this. If king goes to g7, this is at least a fork, and actually it's a checkmate. Now king h7, I just gain here, and it's a winning position for white. But what if king e7? It's a mate in 2. Check, they have to take, and the other rook comes to d7. Okay, so actually after rook, wait, after this move, rook d7, king f8, and knight d6, only rook h3 could guarantee a draw. Otherwise you lose. Okay, thank you guys, thank you for coming. So I'll be waiting for you on my next webinar on Sunday. Please don't forget, it's at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, good luck.